It's a pleasure indeed to be on the Artie Clear Show and introduce Mike Tirico from ESPN, also Monday Night Football. Mike, thanks for giving us an interview. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Artie. It's great to be here in the Maxwell Club. Honor to be a small part of a big night is a thrill for me.
Being with Ron Jaworski, your partner on Monday Night Football, and him being the president of the Maxwell Club, his 75th anniversary, got to be a special day for you.
Yeah, all the Maxwell Club guys told me that I was selected for the award almost unanimously. The only person who didn't vote for me is Jaws, so that was okay. But
How about Gruden?
I'm sure he wouldn't if he was on too. But just joking, what Ron's done for this club over the years, and really the elevation of the Maxwell Club and leading a great board, is just an example of Ron's legacy. Ron's legacy in football goes beyond his Eagle quarterbacking days, not just in Philadelphia but nationally, and it really says a lot how much he's done over the last 20 years.
I can remember when the Eagles wanted him. He came out of Youngstown State and went to the L.A. Rams, and the time and the Eagles wanted him real bad. They made the trade for Jaworski, and he brought football back to Philadelphia. As a fan of Philadelphia sports, we're brutal on our players, but if they play hard, we'll be okay with that. But like you said on the previous interview, if they dog it, we're going to let them know about that. And I think Philadelphia is the darling of all sports towns right now. Philadelphia is the most popular of all four majors right now in Philadelphia, Mike.
It's interesting. You go to different places, and they'll tell you that their city has the best this or the best that. I think each city, that's a cyclical title, depending on how the teams are playing. I think there's a uniqueness to each sports city, and to me the uniqueness of Philadelphia sports is exactly what you had mentioned. I've always found athletes in Philadelphia who know it's a tough town to play in, but you also know if you get a constant effort guy, Philadelphia will support that athlete. If you are the best player and you dog it, the Philly fans aren't afraid to let you know. And I enjoy that because there's an accountability almost from the fan who pays his or her hard-earned money to come see the performance. They want something back for it. And that is kind of the nature of Philly fans, and I enjoy that. If it means you get on your team, you get on your team, and everybody who signs up for it knows it. And one of the guys I admire is Andy Reid, because over the years, Andy Reid has taken about as much abuse as a coach can take in terms of this decision, that decision, but he keeps coming back because he knows that there's a passion for football here in Philadelphia that's hard to find in other places.
We bring our lunch pails to all our Philadelphia athletics. It may be the Eagles, the Sixers, the Flyers, or the Phillies. And the Phillies last couple of years have been really close to getting over the hump, and they haven't gotten over the hump. Ryan Howard, who knows what's going to happen to him. He's injured right now. He's a big part of the Philadelphia Phillies. But for me, I like the excitement in Philadelphia because it's passion, and it's a ton of passion, which we try to do on the Artie Clear Show. Passion, we try to deliver. We don't have callers. We put guests on our show each and every day, 5 days a week on the Artie Clear Show. And we just want to get the word out there that we love sports, and we'll pay top dollar, and the athletes that come to Philadelphia we'll support. All they have to do is play hard for us.
Yeah, and it's a great quality, and every city has unique quality. I think in the Midwest you find more blind loyalty to your teams and franchises. It's very much the way of the Midwest. Out West, I think the more style and flair a team has, the more appeal it has. Look at the Clippers and what they're doing now, and I just think it goes by the regions and the type of people who live there, and the type of stereotypes sometimes are inaccurate, unfair, but they develop because of a reason. And so many people in Philadelphia have been multi-generation Philadelphia residents, and they believe in hard work and earning and deep roots, and I think you see that manifest itself in the passion for their sports teams.
I think one guy is the most passionate guy in Philadelphia for a long time. He comes back to Philadelphia is Doug Collins from the Philadelphia 76ers. I think he might be the favorite Sixer of all the players. It's Doug Collins who the people come out and see because he's coaching. If he's down 20 or up 20, he's still coaching, and you can see the fire and desire to hugging his players. I've been in the locker room after the game over, giving a guy a hug or a kiss or whatever it may be. But Doug Collins is Philadelphia through and through, and what a great guy and great coach Doug is.
He certainly is. He was a terrific broadcaster over the years, and I think many people understood what Doug was all about by his intensity and passion for the game when they watch him return. And he takes a group of individual talents, and I think the sum of those talents is better than the individual parts. And that's Doug's coaching, that's Doug putting them in the right place. And Doug has set up a scenario where you have the top two scorers in Williams and Young as guys who come off the bench. You won't have that in many NBA teams with harmony, but he does. And Evan Turner, a number 2 overall pick, here's a guy who also comes off the bench for most part of the season. So that's unique. And I don't think a lot of coaches can make that work, but Doug has made that work and fosters an atmosphere where it can succeed.
Thank you, Mike Tirico from ESPN Monday Night Football. You got a lot of great things going on there. Is there any things that you might be telling us about any new coaches, like maybe Bill Cowher or your sidekick over on Monday night? Are they thinking about coming back to coaching?
Well, I've seen reports over the last few years that John was going to go back to coach Gruden, and I've never seen the people report that they were wrong when they said that he was going to go back and coach. And Bill Cowher's over at CBS. I don't see Bill very often, so I don't know what he's doing. I know guys are in the football world and enjoy coaching, but coaching also takes a toll. And broadcasting, although you have to be very prepared and put a lot of hours in, takes far less of a toll on individuals. And I know with John, I've seen with Bill, I think they enjoy not having to do that day-to-day right now and having the Super Bowl championship, but still staying current with the game that one day we'll probably see them back on an NFL sideline. But for now, they're in a really good place.
They are, and thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate your interview. You do a fantastic job on Monday Night Football. Keep up the great success.
Well, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.